Hi everyone, welcome back to FPL with me, Got No Skill. In the last video we talked about the goalkeepers, so this time we'll move on to the defenders. You need to pick 5 defenders for fantasy. Your first defender should be one of the more expensive options, as it leaves you more room to make transfers later on. The most expensive defenders in the game this season are all priced at 6.5, and there are 5 of them. Chelsea have a new manager and are playing a new formation, so it's probably best to analyze the lineup after the Community Shield match with Man City. Your safest bet at Chelsea is probably Azpilicueta, as he was the highest scoring defender last season and is probably more assured of a start than Alonso. However, Alonso is more of a goal threat than Azpilicueta. Both the Man City defenders played in the knockout stage of the World Cup and start away at Arsenal, so it's probably best to hold off on them for the moment. Valencia's points mainly come from clean sheets, and that's probably not enough value for a 6.5 defender. So the 6.0 defenders are mostly listed here. One of the Liverpool pair is probably the best choice, as their defense has been boosted by Alisson and they have attacking potential themselves. Mendy is an interesting option as he was mostly injured last season, but if he was fit, then he could be a great differential. If you do want an option to cover the United defense, then Smalling is probably the most secure of them. All the Spurs defenders are 6.0 this season. Davies and Aurier are probably the better picks, as the rest of them played deep into the World Cup. They also go forward a lot and can therefore get some assists and goals as well. Your second and third defender should be at 5.5 or 5, and these are the options from Chelsea and Arsenal. The new look Arsenal defense should be sturdier than last season, but it faces a difficult start against Man City. Bellerin is likely to be the best choice, and should deliver more crosses under Emery, the new manager who likes to attack more. The Chelsea defensive lineup is uncertain, so it's best to hold off on it at the moment. Three of the more attacking options at 5.5 are also a really good pick, and these are Van Aanholt, Baines, and Coleman. Van Aanholt was one of the most attacking defenders in the game last season. He was second behind Alonso for the most goals. He also has a favourable start to the season, and that makes him a solid choice. Everton also has a relatively easy start to the season. Baines and Coleman could profit if Baines retains penalty duties and Coleman rediscovers his best form after being injured for most of last season. Bailey could be a good cover for the United defence at just 5.5. And down 0.5 in the prices are some of these defenders. Kolasinac could be a great option at Arsenal if he secures the left-back position. He has a powerful left foot capable of scoring and assisting. Burnley's strength lies in its defence, so it can be a solid source of clean sheets, so any of them would be a good pick. More options at 5.0 are as follows. At 5.0, these defenders could be a cheap way to cover Liverpool's defence. The right backs Klein and Alexander-Arnold could provide attacking returns, but will probably be rotated. Therefore, it is a bit surprising that Alexander-Arnold is currently the 5th most owned defender. Likewise at United, Shaw is a great option if he manages to start consistently. The best defenders from the mid-table teams can also be worth risking, especially if they have a decent run of fixtures. Bertrand and Yarmouk could profit from this, with their occasional goals and assists in these somewhat easier fixtures. And now we finally move on to the last 2 defenders. And they should generally just be for backup, One should start consistently and be used occasionally in rotation with someone else who doesn't have as good a form or fixture. Your last defender will probably rarely play for you, so save your budget with a 4.0 defender. Since these players won't play most game weeks, it may be okay to just follow the crowd to some extent. However, there are probably better options than Huddersfield defenders, such as Charlotto, Wan-Bissaka, and Sutner, as they have a good chance of starting. Zanka at Huddersfield is probably a certain starter, but their first game is against Chelsea, and there may be a better option in Holebas, who can get assists during the season as well. And that's all the defenders and this video for now. In the next video, we'll go through the midfielders, so be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Bye for now.